Arsenal player open to leave the club in January to join Champions League giants. Arsenal could lose one of their players in the January transfer window, with a possible move to Serie A being reported. According to The Sun, Arsenal defender Takehiro Tomiyasu is attracting interest from three Serie A clubs, and the player is keen on a move away from the Emirates Stadium. The Japan international is being chased by Inter Milan, Napoli, and Juventus, with the player exploring the opportunity to move back to Serie A in January. The Gunners signed the Japanese defender from Bologna in 2021, with the player proving to be a clever signing by the Arsenal recruitment team. Tomiyasu is a versatile player who can play as a left back, right back, and as a centre back. He was signed by the Gunners to add depth to their defensive positions, and his arrival has worked well for the Premier League giants. However, the player's time in North London has been highly affected by injuries. The defender is currently out with any issue. As per the report, the Premier League club are expected to demand £25 million for the versatile defender. Inter Milan, the current Serie A champions, have made the Arsenal defender their number one target for the January transfer window. They are currently leading the race to sign the player against their Serie A rivals, even though the defender is currently out with an injury. His playing time at the club would still be limited, with Jurriën Timber returning to full fitness this season and the Gunners adding Riccardo Calafiori to their defense in the summer. Tomiyasu is expected to spend more time on the bench than on the pitch. A move away from the Gunners will offer him the opportunity to play regular football. His potential move away from the club will not be received well by the fans who admire the player. His attitude every time he represents the Gunners is fantastic, and he is the kind of the player who puts his body on the line for the team. Arsenal star edges closer to exit, with Gunners eyeing Liverpool target to replace him. Arsenal could lose one of their key players next year, with interest increasing in his services from the Middle East. According to Teamtalk, midfielder Thomas Partey is likely to leave the club at the end of the season. The Gunners have already identified his replacement, and that could initiate a transfer battle with their Premier League rivals Liverpool. Partey has entered the final year of his contract at the club, and Arsenal have not shown any desire to offer him a new contract. The former Atletico Madrid man is expected to leave the club as a free agent at the end of the season. Clubs from Saudi Arabia and Turkish giants Galatasaray and Fenerbahce are showing interest in his services. As per the report, the Saudi negotiators have been in contact with the Arsenal midfielder since June in order to reach an agreement with him. They want to agree a deal with him in the January transfer window, and personal terms and other formalities are expected to be discussed soon with the midfielder. Among the European clubs, Juventus have been credited with interest in Partey. The Premier League giants have started searching the market for the replacement of Partey. Arsenal added Mikel Merino from Real Sociedad this summer, but next summer they could target a move for his teammates Martin Zubimendi. The Spaniard was close to joining Liverpool, but snapped a move to Anfield in the last minute to stay at his boyhood club. Arsenal could offer him the opportunity to come to the Premier League, something that might not go well with Liverpool, who still retain an interest in the player. The Gunners eyed a move for another midfielder this summer, but failed to make more signings in that position. They target Yusuf Fofana, who eventually joined Milan, while a move for free agent Adrien Rabiot could not happen because of the player's wage demands. Mikel Arteta has worrying news for Arsenal fans ahead of Man City encounter. Arsenal will face Manchester City in the Premier League this weekend. The Gunners will travel to the Etihad Stadium to face the Premier League champions in what is being dubbed as an early season title clash. Both Arsenal and Man City have been involved in the Premier League title race for the last two seasons, with Pep Guardiola's team coming out on top on both occasions. Mikel Arteta has confirmed that the Gunners will be without their captain Martin Odegaard against Man City. The Norwegian midfielder also missed Arsenal's 1-0 win against Tottenham last week, and Arteta has confirmed that the creative midfielder faces a lengthy spell on the sidelines in a major blow for the North Londoners. The Arsenal manager said, as quoted by the official Arsenal website. After everything was scanned, they showed there was some damage, especially in one of the ligaments in the ankles, so we are going to miss him. I don't want to put a time frame on it because I'm not a doctor, but it's something quite significant, so we are going to lose him for a while, hopefully not months, but let's see. Odegaard is one of Arsenal's best players, and they are going to miss him against Man City at the Etihad Stadium. It remains to be seen how long he will be out for, but the Gunners' boss had some positive update as well as regarding Bukayo Saka. The English winger left the field limping against Tottenham in North London derby. On the fitness of Saka, Arteta said, Bukayo was able to train. He completed most of the sessions, so he is available. Arsenal have been lucky with injuries in the last few seasons, but the season has been a disaster for them so far. They have lost Odegaard to a long-term injury, as well as a new signing, Mikel Merino, who was expected to become a part of the starting lineup straight away. Arsenal star names one thing that is stopping him from becoming the best in the world. Arsenal's William Saliba believes he is currently one of the best defenders in the world, but admitted he needs to do one thing in order to become the best. Saliba has established himself as one of the best defenders in the Premier League over the last couple of seasons and has formed a formidable partnership with the Brazil international Gabriel Magalhaes. The France international has had several long spells away from the Emirates with the likes of Marseille and Nice, which have really helped him develop and mature into the player he is currently. Arsenal had the best defense in the league last season, and Saliba became the first player in the club's history to play every minute of a Premier League campaign. The 23-year-old has started the season off in similar fashion, and following last weekend's victory against Tottenham, the Gunners have conceded just once in their opening four games. Saliba is arguably already one of the best defenders in the world, but the Frenchman believes he needs to win trophies if he is to be considered the best in the world. He said, I have been on the right track for both seasons, mainly last season. I'm perhaps on my way to becoming the best defender in the world. I think I'm one of the best at the moment, but to say that I have to win some titles, I think that's what I'm missing right now. You win titles, you are good, and if you don't, you can't say you are the best. That's what I believe. I'm one of the best in the world. Arsenal and Chelsea ran the rule over £84 million rated target this week ahead of 2025 move. Victor Gyökeres has established himself as one of the best attacking players in European football right now, and he is on the radar of multiple Premier League clubs. According to Graham Bailey from HITC, Arsenal and Chelsea sent scouts to watch the player in action on Tuesday night in the UEFA Champions League. Sporting picked up a 2-0 win over French outfit Lille, and Gyökeres opened the scoring for his side. Gyökeres is rated extremely highly by the two London clubs, and they are prepared to make a move for him in 2025. It will be interesting to see if Arsenal and Chelsea decide to come forward with an official offer to sign him during the January transfer window. Sporting might not want to lose a key player like him midway through the season. They will find it difficult to replace him in January. Any move might have to wait until the summer transfer window. Arsenal could certainly use another quality striker, especially with Gabriel Jesus struggling to score goals consistently. The Swedish international would be a major upgrade on the Brazilian. He is at the peak of his powers and he will want to compete at the highest level. Arsenal could provide him with the platform to push for major trophies. Meanwhile, Chelsea need an upgrade on Nicholas Jackson, who has been quite underwhelming since the move to the Premier League. The Swedish international is likely to cost a premium and remains to be seen whether the two English clubs are ready to break the bank for him. He managed to pick up 43 goals and 15 assists for the Portuguese club last season, and he has an £84 million release clause in his contract. It's assumed that Sporting will demand it to be paid in full when his suitors come calling. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.